So wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Bee, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, talks like a spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
Yeah, what up, everybody? Dance around with your bad self. It is a Thursday. Hello, and welcome to the KVJ show. What is going on, Virginia?
Good morning. How are you?
Feeling good.
You are done with your juice cleanse?
I am. I'm done with it. I had my first real human food in 4 days this morning.
Wow. How'd you feel?
Good. I was ready to start eating.
Okay,
You know,
yeah.
it was all good, but yeah, I was ready to get back at it.
I remember that waking up on that fifth day going, yes, today.
You're excited.
I have substance.
Yes.
You feel good. You feel light. And you
Yeah.
feel all those fun energy gifts that it gives you from not filling your body with yuck. But you do miss chewing.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. Kind of nice to have real food. But it's all good, yeah. So I did a 4-day juice cleanse, if you don't know what that is. First time I've ever done it. That's the longest I've ever gone without eating solid food, without a doubt. In fact, I couldn't even remember a day that I ever gone in my life without solid food.
You did it. I did it. My husband tried it. He only lasted like just shy of 3 days.
Okay.
So everybody's going to be different. But I mean, if he can do it, the snack king lasted almost 3 days. I mean, that's big for him because he does not eat clean like us.
Right.
He's
Yeah.
just a man of soda and snack cakes.
Yes. I'm
Anybody
very aware.
can do it. Anybody should do it because it really tests you as a human. You know, it makes you feel good when you accomplish it. Like, wow, I flushed this stuff out. I lost a little bit of weight. I'm spry.
Yeah. Well, it is good. I mean, my main reasoning on it was I study a lot about the body and how to keep this thing, cranking, especially now with, funk and disease all around us. The last thing I want to make sure my immune system is cranking. And the thing that I've appreciated and started to understand is it's why people do the intermittent fasting. A part of it, it really just kind of helps your body work on other functions when it's not digesting food.
It's a machine.
I never really thought about that concept before, but when you have food in your stomach, your body's working hard to digest it, and it's not. Think about you with your house.
Sure.
If you have kids, so imagine you've got kids and they're hyper and you're trying to clean house. How effective are you at cleaning house when your kids are running around and they're actually detrimental to the cleaning process?
You just explained every day in my crib.
Right. So imagine grandma or somebody takes the kids and you're allowed to focus on just cleaning and how much more productive you are when you're just cleaning.
I got to go to the dentist yesterday, and it was so cool. I was by myself. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
I don't have a kid. But yeah,
So
the body's the same way.
That's really what a cleanse is. And the reason why I did it is I sent the kids off to grandma's and then my body was able to just focus on the immune system and everything else just to make sure that it was a nice little reset. And you don't have to do it that often. And, you can go into the website squeeze.com and you can see how often they recommend doing it. The juices are good just to kind of use as a meal supplement through time, and it's convenient because they deliver them to your door and you can get them and it makes that part easy. So, that's the nice thing about it because it does sound very inconvenient to juice yourself. And I'm not.
I did it.
I'm not to that level.
Panda
Yeah.
bought me a juicer a few years ago. I have
Yeah.
since tried to put an apricot in it accidentally, and I forgot to have a pit, and I broke it.
And how often do you? So it's broken now.
It's
so you don't use
broken
it. How
now.
often were you using it when you were functional?
I was only using it on the weekends because it's a
Yeah.
big project.
It is a big project.
I could never use it during the week because I didn't have the time. And Kevin, how much vegetables and fruit you need to purchase to just fill the 16-ounce bottle that you
Yeah.
get from squeeze.com.
Right.
It was so much fruit and vegetables that it wasn't feasible financially. It's
Yeah.
expensive to juice.
Yeah. So that's why I ultimately did it. That was reason number one. Number two, I'm trying to lean out. Kind of got a goal because, when I had stopped working out as intensely and I just really fell in love with craft beer and it was a bad combination. And so I've got still like some pudge. I want to just try to get as lean as I possibly can. I've never done that.
I love you're finishing the juice cleanse right as you're leaving today to do a little mini vacation, as am I.
Yeah.
And we're probably going to drink a little bit more beer than we have been.
I am, because I haven't. I really haven't. I haven't had any craft beer at least since the pandemic.
I love it.
Since March. Probably I really slowed down around like November, December. So I've been kind of off the craft beer train for a while, but I'm going to go and enjoy it, because it is. I realize it is like having cake. It's a splurge.
It is, but it makes you happy too.
Yeah,
and that's what life should be: balance. You know, you do a cleanse, you fast for a few meals here and there, and then you reward yourself with some fun craft beer and a great adventure long weekend.
4 days of body chaos. I'm looking forward to it.
Everybody has to give themselves a little bit of that.
Yeah.
You can't live in a world of absolute dieting or absolute binge eating either.
Yeah.
You got to balance it out.
Right. So pick your moments. This is going to be my moment. So I'm going from a cleanse to...
Please document all your fun beers you enjoy and all the places you stop along your journey to go bring your son to his new college.
Yeah, we're going to Atlanta. So we start off. We're going to hit Daytona Beach today. Thanks. There are people, KVJ Nationers in every single town that got a hold of me and said, hey, here's where you want to go, because we're hitting Daytona Beach this afternoon. Going to check out some spots there. Then going to Jacksonville, and I want to hit the beach area there on the pier. I haven't done that yet. I've hit Jacksonville before, but not that part. Then going to Savannah, and I got a whole bunch of places there. And then even Atlanta, people are like, oh, I got to check this, check that. So those are the 4 cities of stops.
That's cool. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Everybody needs a little adventure to look forward to, and y'all are going to stay safe. And a road trip really is the best.
Yeah. We're not going to really see anybody. We're going to do all the same kind of stuff that we do if we're going out here. So,
You got your Clorox wipes or your Lysol wipes for whatever hotel you're in?
Yeah, I don't know. The Queen takes care of all that stuff.
Okay, all right. I'll text her.
That's not my thing.
If you need them, I've got extra.
We might. Yeah, I had seen, I think it was on the Clorox wipes that they say they will not be available till 2021.
Regular supply.
Is that what that was? I just saw a blurb on that yesterday.
Yeah, that's real. I keep finding them at, and here's the tip, go to places like Home Depot, Lowe's, Ace Hardware.
Oh, yeah.
Go to places that are outside of your little Publix bubble or wherever you grocery shop, because I'm finding like the jumbo packs. So I found like the jumbo packs of the Clorox wipes, and I just bought like 3 of them. So
nice.
I have if
Look
you
at
need.
you.
Yeah, I put some in there too the other day.
Look at you.
But take them, because then you'll feel safe in your hotel room.
Okay.
You know, that's the thing. You want to feel safe in your space. And so wiping everything down, every touch spot in the room will give me a sense of like, okay.
Yeah, my anxiety would spike just before the pandemic going into hotel rooms. So the moment of truth will come when that door swings open and I walk in. I'm like, yeah.
I get it. I get it.
I might use that as a sheet. I might make a sheet out of Clorox wipes and
roll yourself
roll
around.
myself up in it like a big burrito and sleep. All right, Jay Bird, he's dealing with Chewy this morning, so hopefully he'll be here soon.
I think Chewy had to go to the vet yesterday.
Yeah, he did. So he's dealing with doggy issues.
Jay Bird was just talking yesterday about how expensive it is when Chewy has to go to the vet. Maybe he jinxed himself.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he said it might be a paw issue, so he's having to carry his dog, I think, everywhere he's going right now.
Oh,
so
bless his heart.
Yeah, so it's slowing him down a little bit. He thinks he'll be here at some point, so we'll hopefully get Jay Bird before too long here on the KVJ show.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
Well, coming up in just a second, I've got some evidence for the theory that Jason Momoa might be the most perfect specimen ever. He's hot, and he's also a sweetheart. What did he do for his wife? I'll share with you the incredible gift he gave his wife. Oh, heart melting. Before we get into that, it looks like Alyssa Milano is going public and talking about what happened to her with COVID-19. I guess just recently she went and got a positive test for the antibodies, And she says, look, yeah, I basically had a bunch of COVID symptoms earlier in the year. Back in April, I had symptoms. I went to my doctor. I got the coronavirus test, and it came back negative. So I thought, okay, maybe I just had some other flu, but it was a lot of the same COVID symptoms. So I was confused why my test was negative. And then just recently now, here we are in July, and she went and had the antibody test, and it came back positive that she had the antibodies. So her original COVID test must have been wrong. And she actually had it when they told her she didn't. So, I mean, you can imagine, if you're Alyssa Milano and you're out in Hollywood, you probably have access to some pretty good medical treatment. She can't even get a correct coronavirus test. So that's pretty scary. Ugh. In other news, Cameron Diaz is talking a little bit about being a mother. The 47-year-old said that she really wasn't going to do it, but that Gwyneth Paltrow actually talked to her and talked her into it and wouldn't lay up. I don't know if we have any audio because Bird's not here, but that's one of the things that is out there today.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see anything on it.
Yeah, so it looks like Gwyneth Paltrow is the one that convinced Cameron Diaz to do it. And then now, yes, in January, Cameron Diaz and Benji from Good Charlotte, it's her husband, had their first daughter. Radix is her name. Radix. So good for her. And finally here, Jason Momoa just recently gave his wife, Lisa Bonet, a super awesome gift. So the very first car that Lisa Bonet ever had was a 1965 Mustang way back in the day. And he went and found the same exact car that she had and fully restored it and then surprised her with it. Her first car in all its original glory, like back in the day. And that is so cool.
That's
so
cool.
What a neat gift. Oh, Jason Momoa, not only are you super hot, but you're a perfect sweetheart of a husband.
It's kind of awesome the gifts you can give when you have money and resources.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
The money and resources
It's a lot easier to be thoughtful when you have money and resources.
He probably paid somebody else to do all the work.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah. Yeah, it was his thought, though. It was just the money and resources that did all the work.
And that's what's going on in your dirt.
Did you miss an episode of the KVJ Show? No worries. Find our podcast on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, or kvjshow.com.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
All right, well, Bird is tending to Chewy right now. So, there he is. Look at that.
There he comes.
I didn't even, he walked by the glass and I didn't even recognize him with the hair. I'm like, I thought he was a new intern.
A 40-year-old intern?
Hey, we got a new intern
And we
around
got a new
here.
scruffy intern.
Yeah, I like it. Look at this guy. Oh, good.
It looks terrible.
No, it does not. Oh, come on, man. I love it. I love the Jaybird like a model. They were doing a photo shoot on Instagram.
Wow.
Yeah, kind of a little throwback. Had a little bit of a turtleneck, kind of a 70s leather jacket on there. And the hair was all styled out, and they had mood lighting. It was everything in a glamour shot and more.
Oh yeah, no, it was great fun.
I liked it. Yeah, I think it's looking good.
Sorry, I'm a little out of it today. What's on my mind obviously is Chewy.
Yeah, what's going on? I know people are already asking.
He's got a paw issue. It's got some name to it, but he was
Paw with the paw, the bang, the bang.
That's exactly what it was called.
Yeah.
Yeah, the vet told me that's what it was called.
I've heard of that.
So he was bleeding from his paw. So I knew it wasn't a bone thing, and his foot was all swollen. But because he's blind, any kind of little anything extra thrown into the mix, it just really hinders the process.
Blind sucks.
It does.
Because it throws a person or a dog off.
Yeah, I mean, I've had to rearrange my entire living room just to make sure, he's comfortable and all that. And again, I want to preface this conversation. Chewy's not knocking on death's door. You don't have to send me messages that, you got to put down Chewy. We're not there yet, okay?
And don't tell me when to put down my dog.
People love to tell you how to do things. But He's got a sore paw, so it's going to probably take him about a week to recover. But because he's blind and because he's limping, I'm kind of carrying him around to, you know, he needs a little extra love. So it does throw my week into just.
Yeah.
I don't do well multitasking. I don't know if you know me that well. So you throw something like a hurt dog, it kind of takes up my time.
Yes, it's a challenge.
Yeah.
Virginia, what do you have on your mind today?
Well, I told you yesterday I went to the dentist. I'd been putting it off, and I was overdue for a cleaning. And, you know, I'm hearing those medical professionals on TV that are saying, hey, don't put off your regular health maintenance stuff because you're afraid of coronavirus.
Yeah.
You paranoid bee. Well, they didn't use that terminology, but that's how I heard it.
Yeah.
So I've been putting it off since May, and now here we are. It's August. And I said, okay, I'm just going to go. I'm going to do it. And they'd been calling me. So they have a policy where you wait in your car, which I love that. There's no lingering in the lobby. There's no, I'm crossing paths with the person that just left their teeth cleaning. None of that. They disinfect the space in between patients. I love that. They're all wearing the PPE. Love that. But they have you wait in your car, and then as soon as you come in, they take your temperature. And because I was waiting in my car in South Florida, it's a little warm. I came in and my temperature was 99.9.
Oh.
And they were like,
wow.
you can't be here. You can't get your teeth cleaned. You've got a fever. I'm like, wait, no. I do not have a fever.
Right.
I've been sitting in this hot box out in the parking lot because y'all don't have no shade trees. We need to redo this. Let me cool down for a second. So I did.
They must love you.
I was like, wait a minute. I built myself up to come here and get this teeth cleaning, and now I'm going to get turned away? No.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So they let me stand in the corner of the lobby, and I just like tried to cool myself down. You know, I could feel the butt sweat from sitting in my car, and I'm like, yeah, no wonder I'm 99.9. I'm hot.
Well, you run hot anyway.
I do. You're
and
right.
Anything extra is not going to help.
So I just told myself, cool down, please cool down. And then she rechecked me, and I was 98.1 or something. So then she's like, all right. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
I almost had to leave because I had a fever, but I didn't have a fever. And just, I had built up myself so much to go in there.
Well, it shows you that you can kind of argue your way out of it. I mean, you kind of acted like a lawyer and said, no, we're doing this again. Let's retest. I
can't leave after talking myself into this. I swear I don't have a fever. I'm just hot from the car.
Because I feel like if I would have had a fever and I tried to talk myself out of it, they'd be like, dude, get out of here. No, you have a fever. Scram.
Well,
Shoo.
I knew I didn't have a fever because I had swamp ass. And you know when you have swamp ass.
Yeah.
I was wearing a dress that was long sleeve. I mean, I did it all wrong. I shouldn't have been dressed like a Mormon. I was wearing a long dress with long sleeves. Like, girl, what are you doing? It's the middle of freaking summer.
That's my move.
You knew you had to sit in your car before you went in, and you knew they were going to take your temperature. I blew it. I just blew it.
I just blew it.
And then I'm all frazzled because I'm
I get it. No, it's tough, but that's a good note for anybody because there are so many places that you're going into now where you have to pass the temperature check and
don't wear a long sleeve dress and sit in your car for 20 minutes.
Well, and also know that if you go in there and you've put yourself out and this is something that is going to be tough to reschedule and
tough to mentally prepare.
Well, just to think, to say, hey, can you give me 10 minutes or 15 minutes here in the AC just to see if my temperature doesn't come down?
Because I swear I'm not running a temperature. I just have sweat back and sweat butt. I can feel it.
I can almost kind of feel when I have a legit temperature.
Me too.
I almost feel like there's hair growing out of my teeth. Like my bones ache.
Yeah,
there's like a vibration.
It's a combination.
As you get older, and for me, as I drink less, I'm more aware of my body when it talks to me. And yeah, I can feel when I have any kind of little ailment. And so I knew I didn't have a fever.
Virginia is so pumped because her sister's going to be in town and she has a drinking buddy, so she's not going to feel guilty drinking alone now.
Yeah.
See, I can drink alone.
Can you read my mind?
I know you too well because I feel bad when I drink alone, but Chewy's blind, so he can't really judge me. He doesn't know what I'm up to.
I live with 3 people that don't drink, and they do judge me. And they should.
When you have to sneak to get your drink, yeah, you probably got some issues.
I haven't drank. Well, I drank a little bit on the weekend. I drank some beers when I was cooking crawfish. But yeah, I don't have a drinking buddy.
Oh, sister is in town.
Yep, look out. Can't wait to see Virginia's videos this weekend.
Me too.
Yeah, that's going to be entertaining. It's going to be my entertainment for the weekend. Well, what is on my mind here today? I know there's an asterisk beside it, but these are some really interesting seasons because in South Florida, we have not had the best athletic team since the Miami Heat were winning championships when LeBron was here. And so just to kind of see what is going on right now, can you believe that the Miami Marlins are in first place?
It's COVID, bro.
I like I said, I know the asterisk is there, but I mean, when is the last time you're able to say that the Marlins are in first place in the NL East? They're 5-1. That's 6 games that have gone on here. They just beat the Orioles yesterday, 1-0 in what was supposed to be a doubleheader. That was game 1 in that. But I looked down like, well, wow, the Marlins are in first place. Now, there's a lot that can happen, and there's a lot that needs to go on. And even if they go on this season, let's say the crazy thing happens and they just, wind up winning the World Series. Even then, it'd be going, yeah, but they won it in the year that they didn't play a whole season and blah, blah, blah.
You still want the title, though. You do.
Absolutely.
It will be it was the Corona season, but.
And it's still massively early, but just wanted to throw that out there. Just, keep a little eye on those Marlins.
The year that they actually would get people to go see the games, they can't get people
to go to the games. That's the true irony of the Marlins. And also the Miami Heat doing pretty well. They look like, I think they're in 4th place in the East, and they've been doing pretty well here since they fired it back up. Just one loss, that was to the Raptors. And they have a tough opponent, the Milwaukee Bucks. They're going to be on TNT today at 4 o'clock. And the Pga Championship kicks off today. Brooks Koepka, he's won the tournament the last couple of years. Tiger Woods, Justin Thomas, Rory McIlroy, all Palm Beach County residents, going to be teeing off today. So it's just awesome to be able to talk about sports. That's what it is for me. I'm like,
it's all Kev. You're gonna have beer this weekend, and there's sports to watch.
It's just brilliant. It's so wonderful to be able to have this.
I'm kind of thinking about Facebook Living the wiffle ball tournament I'm doing. So you got that to also watch this weekend.
Really? Do we have a date on that? When that might kick off?
That's going to be on Saturday.
And do we have Panda signed?
Do we have your roster? Because me and Panda, I've avoided the subject around the house. But Panda keeps posting these wiffle ball pictures on his social media. I'm not saying nothing to him. I'm not getting involved in it. But if he's not playing wiffle ball, what is he doing to post all those pictures?
Look, no offense to you, the Sinickies, but y'all are a little extra. He texted me yesterday.
Y'all are extra.
All I want to do is play some wiffle ball. If he doesn't want to play or you don't want him to play or whatever the case is.
We haven't talked about it because we've been trying to get him on the radio to talk about it for the past 2 days. So I've avoided the subject in my house.
Behind the scenes, I got the feeling you were pretty cool with Panda. I mean, talking with you didn't seem... I pretty much, got the feeling you're giving him the green light to play on for your end.
I'm giving him the green light to be a man and make his own decisions.
I texted him yesterday.
I'm not his mother.
Oh, see, this is why I didn't want to get involved, because I can already feel... I'm just trying to do a peaceful wiffle ball game.
I'm just trying to be a peaceful
You're
wife.
Sinicki drama.
I'm not trying to bring anything, no drama. You won't get any drama from me. I'm just trying to be a peaceful wife and figure out where my husband is set on the radio.
All right. I mean, I'm not trying to blow up his spot, but do you want me to read his text message?
Yeah.
Because I said, are you down with wiffle ball this week? And just kind of making sure, because of all the photos and really, really giving me he's teasing me.
Well, he took a picture of a wiffle ball and bat.
And sent it to me like it was like a bat, like a D pick.
Yeah.
He's getting me all hot and bothered over here because he knows how badly I want to play wiffle ball.
If he's not going to play, what is he doing to your mind?
Well, he's kind of put me on this emotional roller coaster, like we're dating or something. He said, I'd love to, brother, but my sister-in-law and her fam will be here from New Orleans. Pretty sure V would stab me in my sleep if I bounce on the fam to play. Thank you, though, brother.
Okay.
He's throwing it on you.
I would not stab him in his sleep if he went to play wiffle ball. I want Panda to be happy. And we're going to be doing a lot of water sports this weekend. And you know Panda hates water sports. So if he wanted to play wiffle ball while we were on the jet ski, I would not care in the least. You know I wouldn't care.
I don't think you would care. I'm not sure why this is such a big deal.
Does Panda not want to play? And he's telling you that. That could be it too.
Then what's with the wiffle ball picks?
Dude.
What's with heating the oven up?
Dude. I haven't talked to him about it specifically because I'd rather talk about it on the radio because it's super juicy.
Okay.
All right, well, I'm
leading you on.
I'm confused. I'd love to play. Y'all figure it out because I am officially ejecting out of this drama.
Well, I think Panda's up early this morning because he's got to go do some early work projects. So we could call him whenever you want.
I will say, though, as the commissioner of the Wiffle Ball League, this kind of media talk about the league is just amazing. Got a real buzz about this league.
You might get 10 more people to watch.
Oh, I got a bunch of middle-aged guys hitting me up. Bert, I want in. I want to play.
Of course.
They have to get a letter from their wife, though.
Oh, believe me, I am dealing with so many wives about this wiffle ball.
You don't need that heat. You should only let guys play if their wife has signed off on it. Otherwise, Bird, you don't want the wife heat.
Single men and guys going through a divorce, you can play in this league.
If you're not going through a divorce, you will be.
Yeah.
We'll try to get
It's
the
the
answer on
divorce
that.
league.
That's basically what it is. All right, maybe we can try to hit Panda up. I think for a third time. He's tough to get on, man.
That's the other thing, too.
He's been dodgy.
He's elusive.
Yeah.
He's been very dodgy.
We'll give it one more shot. Can we get Panda on to get the final answer here?
Dennis, get Panda on.
All right, we'll see if we can get him on to get the final answer coming up. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. I know that at least one Christian school in Palm Beach County went back yesterday, and it sounded like the kids were there.
Man, already summer is over?
We've got
some.
we've got neighbors that go to different schools, and they were going to be going back, and they changed their mind. The private school changed their mind.
They did.
Yeah, Benjamin School. They're going virtual.
Oh, wow.
And they had everything in place to go back to school, especially for a lot of the student athletes. We've talked about that. If they don't go back, that they don't get recognized by the state.
Yeah, that is part of the issue. They're trying to deal with that right now because, I know I love sports. I know some people frown on it. Really, in the grand scheme of things, sports, not a big deal. For kids trying to get scholarships and change their life and their family, it is actually a big deal when you talk to those families.
Well, the other thing, too, is if you don't like sports, I get it. But for a lot of people, that's their form of relieving anxiety.
Right.
And you have to respect the fact that it's important to them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes. To let you know the latest on that, there's a committee of Florida high school athletic directors that is recommending pushing the start of fall sports back to December, which is good news because it sounded like the FHSAA was going to be jumping the gun and saying, hey, we're going to go ahead and start on time. And if the 3 South Florida counties can't get it together, then you guys just won't be able to compete in the state championships.
Which is so uncool.
Well, when we won 7 of 8 last year, then that's not cool.
Yeah, you're taking all the best people out of the game. So your stats mean zero.
Well, that's how I would not want to play it. I want to play the best. If I lose to the best, I lose to the best.
I have a feeling there's a couple people in Pinellas County like, let's just forget them. Come on, let's get this season going. Let's
get us a trophy.
Let's get this thing going. Come on. It looks like that is the recommendation. They're going to be meeting the FHSA Board of Directors on August 14th to decide, but a near unanimous decision from the athletic directors to push it back. That would mean that fall practice would start on November 30th. Football games would begin on December 14th is what they're suggesting with that.
Okay.
So that could be kind of interesting to see what happens with that. So.
I like not canceling it. I like pushing it back and then seeing where the temperature of the world is.
I can tell you, arguing.
Yeah.
Don't go on Twitter.
Don't go on anything where people are typing their feelings, thoughts, or emotions. Stay off of that.
And it'll be interesting to see what happens with the school stuff. I know some people are saying, okay, my kid likely is going to be starting virtual. That's what a majority of the schools are going to be doing. What is going to be a timeline where they could finally go back? Broward County had a great positivity rate yesterday, 8.9%.
You hear that, Virginia? Sounds
Okay.
like Positive K is back.
And Positive K has entered the building.
Yes.
Palm Beach County stayed under 10%. They were at 9.9, real close. The state's at 9.3 for the positivity rate. It looks like you need to be about 5% before you're definitely going to be able to see your kids going back.
I mean, in such uncertain times, the one thing we can count on is a Positive
A
K.
little positive spin for you. But I will tell you that,
here it comes.
unfortunately,
You have a big butt.
yes.
The butt is the hard part.
For kids, hospitalizations have increased by 23% over the course of the last 10 days, and 300 kids in Florida now have been hospitalized for coronavirus. So they're saying that the percent positive is increasing a little bit too, and it's a bit above the average. It went up another percent point. So we're at 14.4% for kids, while on the same day, the state's overall positivity rate was 12.6. So the kids are ticking a little bit higher on the positivity rate.
It's
than
weird.
adults.
It's almost like Corona wants to. It's like, I need the media to talk about something new and different and kind of freak them out. All right, let's attack the kids now. It's almost kind of what it feels like.
That's why there's this, what we were talking about. That's
so
why there's just the
weird.
burnout and the anxiety. Martin County is at 25% for kid positivity rate.
Ugh, that's a lot.
Yes. And Miami-Dade is 19.6.
25. So someone's gonna argue with your stats,
If you
but
have 4
Go ahead,
kids,
they can.
one of them's positive. Ugh.
she's not good at math. But I think she's right.
1 in 4. That would be it.
1 in 4. Oh,
Yeah. That's what
Kevin.
they're saying.
Yeah.
And weren't you saying that it looked like some schools are in Martin County dabbling?
So Martin County is supposed to be going back on Tuesday with choice. So
Right.
if you want your kids to go physically to school, brick and mortar, they call it, your kid could go with all the masks and the safety protocols. But if you're like me and you have a Martin County kid and you want them to do virtual, that is an option as well. You just have to sign them all up and get all the paperwork and let the school know what your plans are. But everything I think is on hold too with this court case. We still don't have an answer in the whole court case from yesterday. Now they're fighting over where the court case should even be listened to.
They're
it was-
fighting about the fight.
It was filed in Miami because the teachers union believed they could get Miami, because Miami's got so much corones, that Miami would be more sympathetic to the case of going all virtual, whole state of Florida, no brick and mortar,
Yeah.
yada, yada, yada.
Right.
But now they're fighting over where it should be held because they're like, no. This should be here. This should be heard in Tallahassee, not in Miami. So, I mean, Kevin.
Yeah.
Does,
I know.
Does
Nonstop
Virginia's
fighting.
factoids check out?
I don't know. She's giving me new stuff.
Okay.
I'm giving you hot, fresh new as of yesterday, but it could be different as of last night because I didn't check it after like 4 o'clock. So if they came to any kind of resolution, I might not be up.
It's hot. It's new. It could be wrong, but it's new. It's there. It's out there.
New lies.
Yeah, guys, everything is up in the air. Nobody knows anything, myself included.
Okay. Just got to throw out a 18th birthday wish to Dylan. Sorry we can't celebrate your graduation and birthday because of the pandemic, but we are very proud of you from Mummy, Daddy, and Nirvani.
Dylan.
Dylan.
Trisha sent that in here. Thank you very much. If you have got a birthday you want to celebrate on the KVJ show, you can let us know. Mail at kvjshow.com. MAIL at kvjshow.com. Jaybird, you were talking the other day just about how oddly satisfying it is to paint.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is.
Helping Denny's paint the walls of his new house.
Yeah, you are.
And it's just one of those things. So we asked people on Facebook and Instagram last night, what are those things like that are just oddly satisfying? I think we all are trying to knock off a little bit of stress and tension in these times. Your options are really kind of cut, though. What the heck are you going to do? Where are you going to go? Well, it's kind of interesting to see just exactly how certain places are trying to adapt to that. I saw today, this morning, that, Live Nation is a name that you probably know because they put on a lot of the live events and concerts that happen in America. And different places are suffering, and Live Nation is one of those ones that is really taking a hit. I saw today that they've experienced a 98% drop in revenue in the second quarter of 2020.
So there's still 2% there.
They're not doing nothing.
I'm trying to be positive J, positive K.
Yeah, people in the event business, and I have some very, very, very close to me, are dying on the vine.
I have
no events are booked for 2020. The first thing that's on anybody's South Florida calendar, the South Florida Fair just said they're coming back in January, but that's not till 2021.
Fair ain't scared of nothing. You kidding me?
I mean, nobody is doing nothing in 2020.
I have a buddy who is into like the theater improv world, and he makes some of his living that way. Theater's dead.
Yeah.
I mean, in a lot of areas, they've tried doing it virtually. It's kind of tough without a crowd. It's awkward.
Yeah.
Zoom theater.
Zoom theater.
All these things are tough. They are trying to do a lot of the virtual stuff. I just don't know, how effective it is. And then they've tried even doing the drive-in concerts. I don't know if you guys saw everything that happened with the Chainsmokers. They tried to do that, and then everybody just got out of their cars and rushed the stage.
Oh, boy.
And then there are all those photos of people that were just right up near the stage anyway, and a lot of them weren't wearing masks, and they're like, well, that kind of defeated the purpose.
That's the best PR for the Chainsmokers.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are coming after them.
Because they were going to have another virtual event. Was it going to be like Lady Gaga or something like that? And then she wound up canceling after what happened with the Chainsmokers thing.
I thought your boy Garth was going to be doing some kind of drive-in thing, but I thought he was doing like a tour.
A drive-in concert series where maybe you'd be going to drive-in theaters. That's the only question I have. Yeah, I know we talked about that maybe 2 weeks ago, and I don't know if that Chainsmokers thing is going to be something that's going to set back the whole drive-in concert industry, because there is a flaw in that plan that if you get really rambunctious fans, they're not going to just sit there in their cars and tap their feet. They're going to exit their cars and they're going to rush the stage, and you're going to have everybody beside each other anyway.
You're right.
Yeah, you got to have security that shuts that down as soon as it happens.
Well, what are you going to do? You're going to go around?
Well, the band leaves the stage.
You know how it gets. People got a couple wines in them, and then they start getting all hopped up on the liquor.
What do you do? You put like a cable around somebody's car and lock them in?
You saran wrap everybody's car.
You slice their tires.
I mean, how do you do this? So that is the weird thing about the concerts. People are passionate about that. Now, the drive-in stuff seems to be working. I know that at Hard Rock Stadium, they've been doing that. More and more places are kind of doing makeshift drive-in theaters. Not even the traditional drive-in theaters, places you wouldn't think. I know in Wellington, they have the drive-in experience at a place, where you can go, and it wasn't traditionally a drive-in theater. And I saw even now Walmart, they have announced more details. They're going to be transforming their parking lots into free movie theaters at 160 locations between August and October.
I don't see a problem with that. I'm sure everyone will be real cool. Parking lot at Walmart.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's a parking lot party.
You're going to have so much audio of Walmart movie fights.
Gosh, this is going to be the big experiment. Will people stay in their cars more for a movie than they will for a concert? And if you have it at a Walmart, are people going to come out and just turn it into a block party?
People are going to be all hopped up on liquor. They're going to get out of their car. They're going to fight on the parking lot. I mean, I'm predicting it right now.
I'm going to tell you a very unscientific survey, but people who shop regularly at Walmart are less likely to wear a mask than your average American. That's one of those ones. You ever do just it's a personal survey? I'm going to just wing it. I got no stats. I didn't actually do the survey, but I'm betting on those numbers.
You're going on feeling, and I respect
I'm going
that.
on feeling. There's no science to back up that stat I just threw out there, but it's true, damn
We've been in the store. We've done the work.
And I know you're talking about that person that might go to Walmart twice, maybe 3 times a day.
You're right.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
They may wear a mask just to get in, but when they go to a Walmart movie, they're not wearing a mask and they're not staying in their damn car. Black Panther, Lego Batman movie, E.T., Spider-Man, Into the Spider-Verse are the movies they're going to show. That's the plan.
Going with E.T. E.T. gets so much respect still. I used to respect ET.
I know you used to talk it up pretty hard.
First 40 minutes, y'all. I don't know. Let's move this thing along. Let's get this alien up here. Let's do this thing.
Yeah, so, people are looking for ways to, try to relieve some stress. But I will tell you, I think that probably the best things you can do are just those simple life or personal home improvement type things that you can do. You're talking about painting inside Denny's new house the other day, Jay Bird, and just how oddly satisfying that felt.
It was relaxing. I was driving home going, man, I feel so at ease and peaceful. The sun was going down. It put me in a good state mentally.
Yeah.
There's something to it. And I also knew I didn't have to edge, and I could leave at any point I want to, and I wasn't really, I didn't pay that much.
It wasn't a commitment.
No, I could leave at any point.
So we asked on our Facebook and Instagram last night, tell us the things that are oddly satisfying. I know for me, like yesterday, I was in the backyard, and I was pruning up some of the palm bushes that I had to do, and it was nice to have that green light. I love doing that. There's just something about it. I don't know why. I love trimming palm fronds.
I started a gumbo last night, and that made me so happy.
Yeah.
I just love cooking gumbo. It makes me just relaxed, and I know that yummy gumbo is on its way.
This is probably going to sound creepy, but I had an ex-girlfriend, and she used to let me brush her hair while I would watch TV, and I loved to brush it. It was so relaxing. Watch Wheel of Fortune and just brush that hair.
Sounds lovely.
Oh, yeah.
I do that with my baby dolls.
I knew it was going to sound creepy.
Baby dolls. What if you went to Kevin's house and
just sitting on
he's got baby dolls?
And he's brushing the hair. And I was thinking, he just wants to brush hair. He just loves hair.
Oh, I'm thinking he's going through it.
Would you guys just sit down and talk to me like normal, or would you be like,
I think I have more in common with Kevin than I really honestly thought.
I would be really scared.
No, I feel like
you should be scared.
Our career's over.
I find a connection with you.
I call a therapist.
Yeah, I would ask you too. There are just some things that are oddly satisfying. Have you ever pulled a root or a weed out and you got the whole root and it comes out nice and clean? And there's just some kind of odd victory and satisfaction that comes from that moment.
I do this all the time because I put rock garden in the back and then I got the rubber mulch in the front. And I like it to be pristine and weedless.
Yes.
But you're going to have weeds that pop up. And it's my goal because you got to shake the weed as you're pulling it out. You don't just pull straight up. You shake and pull, and you're gentle.
Yeah.
You get the root every time.
It is such a great feeling when that happens.
I'm a huge fan of the feeling of popping bubble wrap. I love it relaxes me. I think it puts everyone else around me on edge, but it relaxes me.
People in your house think there's an active shooter.
Yeah, I don't think it's relaxing for anybody else, but I like it.
Vanica said, I love peeling off labels and stickers off new items when they come off clean and you don't have that residue sticky behind it. You just get a perfect peel on a sticker. It's kind of along the same lines as pulling that weed out by the root.
Yeah, I get it. It might be with that whole thing you talk about. The human has to complete that circle, that whole puzzle. You're kind of completing that whole thing there.
Yeah.
For me, bubble wrap wouldn't do it because it's not producing any result. Like painting, I get it because then it's something cool. There's a reward at the end of painting. A beautiful wall, you like the way it looks. Bubble wrap is fruitless.
Perhaps the result of the bubble wrap is the fact that there's no result at all.
Oh.
Boom. Think about that.
Yeah, I can't. I don't have time.
Think about that.
That's wasteful.
Deep.
Boom.
Tiffany said, you ever have when the scissor cutting the wrapping paper just glides right
Yes.
through?
I've never had that happen.
Oh my gosh, yes. If you have good, thick paper, I think it's easier to achieve.
Yeah.
I might be the world's worst scissorer. Honestly, put me against a kindergarten class, they will school me in scissoring.
I think we've done this bit before where everybody on the KVJ show wrapped a Christmas gift and you had to guess who wrapped which gift.
did, yeah.
Well, I can't even cut in a straight line. It shakes over here. I'm like, I just can't do it. There's no way I can cut a straight line. I haven't been able to do it once in my life.
Not one time.
No.
Heather said the thing I find oddly satisfying is shucking corn when you get every hair. It just feeds my OCD.
Oh.
Someone said that about when I shucked oysters before, and they're like, "Oh man, you're gonna love it. It's so relaxing. You just kind of get in the zone." I started doing it. Like all this work, I'm cutting my hands, and it's that little piece of meat.
Shucking oysters is intense. And if you're not wearing the proper glove, you're gonna stab yourself.
So that if you ever eat crab legs and you get the meat out perfectly,
the Alaskan king crab is really fun to do that.
There's something oddly satisfying.
Yes.
Of like, the worst is when the meat gets stuck and you're in there with that stupid small fork and you're jamming and your hands are bleeding and you're just, that's the worst. So it's so satisfying when it just comes out nice and clean and easy.
A meat nugget.
Yes. Jen said, I find oddly satisfying cutting the grass in straight lines and going to the next row and making another perfectly straight line. If you've ever mowed, that is something oddly satisfying.
It looks pretty afterwards. That I don't mind the work if afterwards I can sit there and look at it and go, meh.
It is really weird that a mowed, well-manicured lawn can kind of make you feel peaceful. Like looking at it, you kind of relax.
Yes.
Compared to a yard with all kind of crap in it.
Oh, if I see like a yard where the grass is high, it stresses me out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just feels like everything is in place and order, and that's why Louisa said, a made bed, a clean kitchen, if there's no dishes in the sink, it's just oddly satisfying. In fact, I can't relax if I know those two things are undone.
The sound of the air condition just kicking on. I don't even have to feel the air. It just eases my soul.
There's a lot of home improvement stuff that people are listing as being oddly satisfying. Samantha said, folding towels perfectly.
Hate folding, kind of like cutting. I've never been able to do it.
Folding towels is in the realm of wrapping a gift. Our friend's not going to be good at that.
When I fold,
not in a straight zone.
Not in this lifetime.
I'm not kidding you. Every single shirt I fold in my pile, it's folded different. I can't fold it the same way.
I believe you.
They took me off folding when I worked at the Limited.
That was a good move on their part. They should have just walked your ass right out of the store.
That was terrible.
Because then they sent you to sweeping.
I wasn't that great at that either.
Just maybe not your place to work.
And then they told him he had to change light bulbs, which meant he had to get on a ladder and hold glass.
I was there. I was working.
I don't think we have anything here that you're good at.
I was working at the Limited for one reason. Chicks, man.
He's afraid of heights and he's got hamburger hands.
I was there for one reason. Women.
Heather said, oddly satisfying is finding all the matches to your socks when doing laundry. Kristen said, getting into bed with fresh, clean, and wrinkle-free sheets.
Oh, I love clean sheets.
Mm-hmm. And Lacey loves cleaning the lint tray after drying clothes.
I get it. I didn't know it was a thing, but when you do clean it out, it's free.
When the lint comes out of one perfect sheet, and it's not all clunky, cloppy, whatever you call it.
I love it.
Yeah, she loved that. Amy said when you can peel that dead skin after a sunburn, it comes off in one nice long sheet. It's gross, but it is oddly satisfying.
You're right.
Casey likes popping zits. Okay, oddly satisfying. And Amarita said sticking that Q-tip in your ear. Oh, eargasm, baby.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. So some good stuff. People love power washing, hosing things down, slicing Jello with a knife.
The washer pressure thingy, when you can get that mildew off, that's a satisfying feeling.
Yes, I got a little mini pressure washer, and the green where bushes are against the house, it leaves that green slime. Mm-hmm. Oh, getting that green slime off the side of the house was so fun.
Getting a booger you can't get out that's stuck up there and finally releasing it, it's a freeing feeling.
It's so gross, but I'll tell you that clunk of earwax when it all just comes out of one nugget. It's so gross, but it's so oddly satisfying. And on that, I'll stop. Are you ready to laugh? I know I am, man.
We need you, Denny's. The world needs you right now.
Yeah, they do.
We need Positive K and producer Denny's. Yeah.
Right. Positive Denny's?
Well, you're always positive.
Yeah, I guess that's
kind of long.
Like I'm trying to steal my flow.
I know.
Just trying to leech off of Kevin.
Don't be one of those comedians that steal stuff.
Yeah.
Don't worry, these jokes aren't stolen.
Don't go Amy Schumer on us.
Damn, Denny's a hack?
It's probably hacky jokes would probably be better than some of these.
No, yours are the originals.
You were firing on all cylinders last week.
Yeah, it was.
People were talking about it.
Oh, yes.
All right, we got the joke jury going on here. Denny's has written up some jokes. We're going to let them know what's funny and what is not. All right, let's kick it off here. Joke number one.
Joke one. What would you call it if Matt Damon had ghosts?
I don't know. What would you call it?
Goodwill Haunting.
Oh, okay.
Right?
I love the movie. I love ghosts.
You actually should do that.
That's good.
You really should do that.
Second joke. Why did the hippie break up with the seamstress?
I don't know why.
She was only into material things.
Yeah.
Smart comedy.
That is.
Someone's playing hardball.
Social statement in there too.
Oh, yeah.
Third joke. Where do shrimp sell their valuables?
Oh, you love a
I do.
shrimp.
I love me some
Always pushing the shrimp agenda.
I don't know. Where do they sell your valuables?
At the prawn shop.
Now that is just, he wrote that and he laid back for a second and he goes, I know that one.
Yeah, he knew that was going to hit.
Dog, shrimp jokes? Hold on.
Shrimp humor, man.
You treat yourself to a bong rip after that one.
Dude, no one's doing crustacean jokes.
You're right.
Nobody is. Nobody is.
Fourth joke. What do you call a superhero family that can't be eaten?
I don't know. What do you call them?
The Inedibles.
Oh,
Okay. All right.
he's so good today.
This whole round might go on volume 1. Greatest hits.
It is.
Final joke. Why did Greece tell Italy to cover up?
Why did Greece tell Italy to cover up? I don't know why.
Because their Naples were showing.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Pandemic, huh?
Yeah, come on. Just what we needed. Been hearing a lot about TikTok the last couple of days since the president had put that deadline out there for the owners of TikTok to spin off to an American company. And September 15th was pretty much the deadline that was set for them to work out a deal with Microsoft. And then people are just questioning, okay, is that a good purchase or not? I think it's over 100 million users that TikTok has in the U.S., so it is a big app and it is growing, and everybody seems to be talking TikTok. But this is going to be interesting. Would it be a good deal for Microsoft if Instagram launches its own version? They say that the new Reels is going to basically be TikTok, but on Instagram.
Reels? Isn't that already a TV channel?
I don't know about that. It's REELS. I've not heard of that.
Oh, okay. REELZ, I think, is the TV station.
Yes, they probably would have done that, but it was already taken. This is going to be Reels with an S. And they say it's going to still be in the Instagram app, so you won't do a whole different app, but it is really just TikTok. You can create 15-second videos, you can share them publicly or with friends, and you can also send the videos to people, or you can just post them yourself, and you're going to be able to overlay music and effects much the same way as TikTok. And that is good. And I was thinking about that actually last night. My wife was showing me a video that somebody had made. They just went to the new Bear Shack, which I love. They opened up in Boca, and some girl made a video showing. I'm like, that's a really good little video. If you could do all that in the app, she showed different cuts, and then she did like a voice overlay, and there was music. I'm like, that's amazing. You can do all that in the app.
The way it is today, I mean, Magnolia or Rocco, they can put videos together. It's really user-friendly these days.
Yeah.
What's the Bear Shack? What's that?
Yeah, they have one in Delray. I've told you about it. It's an amazing place. It's kind of like health food stuff, but the food is amazing. They do anything from like the poke bowls to all kinds of healthy stuff, sandwiches, wraps, all that. It's absolutely amazing. That's the guy I was telling you, remember, has that fascinating, he's just one of those guys who used to, kind of work in national defense.
A fascinating life and great stories.
He was in National Geographic with him touching a whale fin.
Okay.
It's just stuff like that. He's kind of like a Forrest Gump kind of like thing. That's Bear.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he has these health food stores. I gotta try them out.
He'd had the one that's on Atlantic and Delray. You see all the bears out front. It's absolutely fantastic. It got a nice little craft beer selection in there too. Great drink selection. The food is fantastic. The staff is awesome. But yeah, they just opened up the one in Boca. But it was just really amazing how good that video looked. So that'll be my question. Will TikTok still have the same kind of growth if you can do the exact same things on Instagram? Because I saw yesterday, too, that Instagram still leads TikTok by a good bit. It's preferred. So would kids stay on Instagram and start abandoning TikTok?
I asked Magnolia the other day, and she said, Mom, I don't go on Instagram anymore. It's all about TikTok.
I think Instagram's starting to become the old person
Instagram's the new Facebook?
Yeah. I think it kind of is, because I had seen there were a couple influencers on TikTok that said that if they do shut down TikTok or there's any kind of problems, they had talked about going to another app. I can't remember the name of it. Everybody's saying, I think like 50% of the TikTok influencers say if there's any problem, they're going to bounce to this app. So
Flick Flock.
I can't remember what the name of it is. There's so much stuff out there. I can't even keep track of it.
If
I'm
you
too
want
old.
it to blow up, yeah, all you do is get like all the top people and you pay them to come with you to your new platform, and then boom, all the kids will follow.
Just tell me the ones I got to do for work.
I know.
Here's the face of an old man trying to learn TikTok.
Well, there's just so much, Virginia. I'm not that interesting. I don't have that much to say.
Oh boy. Somebody's close to snapping.
Here it goes.
You need these couple of days off.
So do you.
Goes.
So do you.
I'm not at all disputing that.
Here it goes. And I'm sure if you are a parent, you're like, I can't keep track of this. I don't know. I may have heard of TikTok. They say that 6 in 10 parents use their kids as tech support.
Yes.
And I think that that's probably low.
Totally.
I know
we
I've
do
definitely
that.
gone to my kids and said, okay, what is this? My daughter, who's all into making Instagram stories and TikTok and all that. I'm like, all right, will you just do this? I have no clue how to do it.
Help a dad.
Yes. They say 20% of kids 14 and under would never ask their parents for tech help because they know they're clueless. Oh, ain't that the truth? It is the grand finale of Smell It, Eat It here on the KVJ Show. The name of the game is you got to smell a food item. If you can't identify what it is while blindfolded, then you got to pop it in your mouth, swirl it around, try to eat it. So, Suits is the only person that's not gone through this game yet.
Ooh, I already smell it. Oh, my gosh.
You wouldn't want to eat it, would you?
No, that doesn't even smell like that is fresh. That smells rotting.
Can we sequester Suits real quick so that we can talk about the items that he is going to go through here? Now, he could smell the first one and identify it, and then the game's over like Jaybird did in round 1. But if you can't, then, pop it in the mouth. And there's 3 possible rounds that are here for him.
I have a strong stomach.
Yeah.
And I had to cook the food last night in my house.
Yeah.
And it was making me nauseous. And I had to throw out the broth in the yard. I didn't even want this to be in my sink.
Did it leave a hole in the yard?
It left a hole in my heart.
I mean, that just smells like who did it and ran.
It's not pleasant.
So what are we talking about here? You've gone because of the nickname I accidentally gave him of Soups.
Yeah, so it's a theme. Because his new name is Soups, I have made him a delicious, tasty Mexican soup. Menudo, if you will.
Okay.
But I put a bunch of weird stuff in. So I went to the Latino market last night, and I just found the weirdest ingredients.
Menudo's already kind of weird. It's like cow
intestines and stomach. And I did see some of that. I could have got that, but I think what I got is worse.
Oh, wow.
What did you get?
So the 3 main meat items in this Mexican soup, I got chicken feet.
Chicken feet? Let me see a chicken foot. I got to see what a chicken is. Yeah, show KVJ TV. If people are watching here on YouTube, go to KVJ Show and look at that. Oh, my gosh. It's got the talons on it still.
High five?
It looks like an alien hand.
That is so creepy. It's like the fingers are curled up in. There's 4 of them, 4 toes. It does look like an alien hand. It's got the claws on it.
So does he have to eat that hand?
Well, you got to pop in his mouth, I guess.
I want to see him pop that hand. He's not going to know what that is.
That'd be amazing.
He's not going to know what that hand
is.
is.
That'd be amazing. I hope we get to that. I want to get to that.
Okay, so I'm not going to do that one first because if by some chance
that might shut it all down.
Yeah.
He might just quit.
We're going to end with chicken foot.
Okay.
I've also got beef heart.
Oh.
That's a beef heart soup. Is that what that is?
You want to see the beef heart?
Yeah.
Yeah, show that off for KVJ TV too, so everybody can see what you. Oh my gosh! I did not expect that to be that gnarly.
Turn it around one more time.
Oh my gosh!
That's so terrible.
That's terrible.
That would bum me out.
That's terrible.
Oh my gosh! That looks like a brain coupled with a hand. That looks so gnarly.
Gosh, that's awful.
That's what I smell too, by the way.
Whoa! All right, and you've got a third option here for Smell It, Eat It for Suits.
I do. It's a pig's foot.
Chicken foot and pig foot.
They got a lot of feet at the market.
Well, that's good
Look.
to know.
Oh, jeez. Oh,
You just got pig foot juice in your phone.
well, Look at that piggy. This little piggy went to market.
Okay, so he's not gonna. I don't think there's any way he can guess any of these. So he has to pop those things in his mouth if he right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, I really want to see this.
Okay, so what order are we going here so people know as they hear this for Smell It, Eat It?
Let's go beef heart,
Okay.
pig's foot.
He can't pop that whole beef heart in his mouth. I think it's
No.
like the size of his face.
I cut a nugget.
Okay.
I got a little nugget in the
Yeah.
soup. So
Okay.
yeah.
But you know what? Though, let him kind of. The size of that heart is gonna freak him out. He needs to feel like the slime. Like, no, it's so big.
Let him see it at least.
Let him see it.
Not see it, but like he needs to feel.
I mean, after he's had
Yeah.
it.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah,
what I mean.
yeah.
After he's had
After.
it. Yeah.
But I cut a small piece because it won't fit in his mouth.
True.
Otherwise.
Yeah, I get that.
And I want him to
Okay.
get the broth too, because it's a soup, and his new name is Soups, and it's a tribute to his new moniker.
She really loves the soups.
I know,
thing.
she won't let it out.
You said it 3 weeks ago at 6:15 in the morning.
accidentally.
Accidentally. Just he soups now.
Soups.
Yeah, who's this guy Soups on the
It's
show?
very confusing. My
I know.
friend texts me. He's like, "Who is Soups?"
Yeah. It's what we like to do, confuse our audience.
it's our thing.
It is our thing.
Maybe it's more my thing.
Okay, so the order we're going in, Virginia?
We're gonna go beef heart.
Okay,
first, pig's foot 2, chicken foot 3.
Chicken foot 3.
All of the choices this morning will be in a delicious broth.
He's got a very virginal taste bud, old Suits. He's not. He doesn't know about a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, no, he
There's
doesn't.
a lot of stuff he's not ever tried.
Oh, I know. I mean, we introduced him to like apples.
Bananas and apples.
He had never had apples.
This is going to change him. This is going to change him as a person.
Do you think he's gonna be mad at me?
No,
I mean, we've all gone through it.
look,
so.
we blood in, blood out, dog. We all signed on for this gig.
We've all done it. Okay, Smell It, Eat It. You know what he's going to be trying to do? You can watch it on KVJ TV on YouTube next.
More KVJ Show right now on 97.9 WRMF.
All right, hopefully you got a chance to dial up KVJ TV on YouTube to watch this, the finale of Smell It, Eat It here, where you've got to smell an item. If you can't identify, you got to pop it into your mouth. And we've got some interesting soups here today. We're starting off with I believe one is a beef heart soup.
Yes, corazon, as it was labeled in the Mexican market.
Yes, see, that would be heart, yes.
Corazon. And then so after the beef heart, we've got a pig's foot.
Okay.
And then after the pig's foot, we've got a chicken foot.
Chicken foot. Okay.
Just looking at Suits behind the scenes, that man looks like he's walking the Green Mile. I'm not
he's
even
so
kidding.
upset.
He's just kind of real quiet.
It's a tough bit.
I think he's just trying to calm himself and center himself.
That's good.
He did that energy shot. It's made him a little nauseous, I think.
Oh,
boy.
no, it's a bad time to be nauseous.
All right, let's bring him in here and see how he does on this. Who knows? Maybe he'll smell and identify the first one right away, and boom, be done with this.
He's the kid, the prodigy.
Yeah, he might do that. Okay, so we're bringing in Suits here to try this out. Smell it, eat it. He puts on the blindfold so he can't see, only using the sense of smell to try to identify these items.
He brought his own throw-up trash can in here.
He's prepared.
I like to be prepared. What can I say?
He learned from Denny's.
He is a man of preparation.
All right, so we got to make sure we get that sweet face on this camera, Suits.
All right, let's do this.
It's just, you know what? When you got something like this, like, let's just do it.
Get it over with.
Let's just do it.
You're never going to be more ready.
No, you're right. Okay, Virginia's getting item number 1 up here. Again, the rules are you smell it. If you correctly identify, the game is over. If you don't, you pop that in your mouth. We go through 3 rounds if you don't get any of them correct.
And if you don't want to eat it, you don't have to eat it. Like, you can
Yeah.
chew it and spit it out and try to figure out what it is, because these are pretty intense.
Oh, that's not good.
I will say though, if you do eat it though, it's pretty badass, Suits.
We'll see what happens here.
right.
I don't know what's going to happen here.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Item number 1. Smelling it. Sniffing away.
It smells like cat food.
Yeah.
You do love cats.
That's why I know the smell of cat food. Oh, this. Is it cat food?
Cat food. Virginia, I don't believe it's cat food,
It
is
is
it?
not. I'm so sorry.
All right, make sure we get him on that camera.
Okay.
Open wide.
Let's see if he can taste it and identify what it is. Okay, a little drippage there. Oh, it dripped quite a bit.
Oh,
That
no.
dripped a lot.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
And what about it?
What was the texture like? What do you think of that, Suits? Any idea what it was you just popped in your mouth?
So it was very tough. Like, it was not easy to chew. Mm-hmm. It did taste like some sort of a meat, though,
Okay.
to me.
I put it in a soup for you because of your new nickname, Soups.
Oh, well, thank you for being so considerate.
What do you think that might have been there?
I am going to guess that it is I feel like it's some sort of meat. Let's go with like a turkey potted, like turkey meat or something.
Okay. I'd say a good guess. Virginia, what exactly was it that Suits popped in his mouth?
And that was a beef heart.
Ugh.
Okay.
I knew it was meat though of some sort.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
was-
is
it
a
was meat.
beef heart?
It's like the heart of a cow.
Heart of a champion like you.
Yeah.
Corazon.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you kind of get an idea maybe where the zone is, possibly on the Suits, and maybe that will be beneficial to you moving
Random
forward.
entrails of animals.
Oh,
Okay.
Possibly.
You have
yeah.
so much heart juice on your shirt.
I can
A
feel
lot of
it.
it did dribble. I did
Oh,
notice.
it's
I
on his
that.
didn't
cro-
expect it to be so big.
It's on his
Yeah.
crotch. He's
That's
got
what she said.
heart juice on the crotch.
Okay.
Maybe I won't give you so much broth this time.
Yeah. Keep it a little
Okay.
bit more dry.
Okay, dry.
Yeah. Less broth, more meat in this. Okay. Item number 2 here. Smell it, eat it is the name of it. Suits is going to smell it. If he can identify
stop
the
it.
smell, then it does not go in his mouth and the game is over. If he doesn't, then Virginia will pop it right in that pie hole. Okay, what do you think? Suits is smelling it right now. Item number 2 here, and smell it, eat it. Drinking that in.
It again tastes or smells kind of like a meat.
Okay. Smells like a meat. Okay. Oh, he's regurgitating a little bit. Virginia's getting a little close.
Now I've got whatever it is on my mustache.
Flavor saver.
Yeah, you might want to wash your face after this.
Okay, let's see here. It does smell like kind of a meat, and the last one was basically cow heart. So
What do you think?
is it
Stop.
chicken? No, it's not chicken. What about cow tongue?
Cow tongue. That is a good guess.
Good
That
guess,
is a very good
Suits.
guess. Virginia, did he get it correct? Are we done with smell it, eat it?
He did not.
Oh, rats.
Okay, let's go ahead and
That's a
pop it
shame.
in there and see if you can
Okay.
identify it by taste.
Open up wide, Suits.
not
and again,
cow tongue.
you don't have to swallow. You can spit.
Okay, there it goes in his mouth. Ooh, boy.
Explore it. Explore it.
Bone in that?
Probably.
I mean, I feel like I just bit into a bone.
To be quite honest, Suits, we don't know what is in that. To be quite-
I've never had it.
It's mystery meat.
There might be a bone in there. We don't know.
That photo was unbelievable just a second ago. Virginia, that was not cow tongue. What was that Suits just had in his mouth?
That was a pig toe.
A pig toe?
Pig toe.
I didn't think they were
Yeah.
that big.
I cut a little piggy toe off the pig foot, and you had a pig toe.
Okay, all right. Pig
right.
toe. How fascinating is that? You're exploring all new things here today, Suits.
Yeah, I didn't think that's what I was going to be trying on a Thursday.
Yeah, all right. The good news is you're 2 items down out of 3. This is the third and final one for Smell It, Eat It. Let's see how Suits does with this final item here in the grand finale of Smell It, Eat It. Okay. Virginia's bringing this on over. It's
I don't like the laughing I'm hearing. This doesn't sound good.
Suits, you know how we roll. We save the best for last.
The
Oh, no.
The visual is what I'm looking forward to.
Oh, this is not going to be good.
okay. All right. Let's smell this. See if we can figure out what exactly is going on here. Again, an edible item, I guess. All right. He's smelling it. Oh, boy.
Too close.
Yeah. Virginia gets right in there with that thing.
What's it smell like?
Okay. What kind of smells you detect in their
I'm
Suits?
still detecting that this is some kind of like a meat. Like it's kind of staying in that family.
Meat family, yeah.
Yeah, your insides serve you well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we had
Virginia's gone to
beef
the...
heart. We've had.
There's a theme.
There's got to be some weird part of an animal.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
turkey neck.
Turkey neck.
I got nothing on
I
that.
see where you're going there.
Thing in there.
I see. That's where you're going with that. That's smart. Okay.
Is it?
It is not turkey neck. It was a great guess. You are in the maybe in the right family. Virginia, if you would introduce that food item to Suits' mouth here so he can explore it and try to figure out what it is that he has. Okay. There he goes. Put it. All right.
There was like a whole breast or something. It felt like
It was like
so
a whole
many
breast.
bones.
Yes.
and-
Yeah.
You could only be so lucky that it was a breast. It's
Oh
not.
no.
Any idea what that was you just had in your mouth?
Pig butt. I
Pig
don't know. It
butt.
was gross. I got nothing.
Okay, that's a good guess. Why don't you pull that up there so that Suits can see exactly what he just had in his mouth? Bert, if you'd introduce that, let him see that.
Is that a chicken foot?
Yes.
You know, I was going to guess that earlier, and I
You
thought
just
there's no
high-fived
way.
it.
Yeah, that there's a chicken foot, my friend.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so you can say now you have tried chicken foot, you've tried pig toe, and cow heart. Amazing stuff.
Yeah, real
All
amazing.
your Spanish friends will be very impressed. Yes, very official stuff.
Chicken foot. Oh my God.
Yeah. All right, well, Suits, well played.
Yay!
You are done with your round of Smell It or Eat It.
You're a good sport.
Best news I've heard all week.
There you go.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Did you hear about the people that were jumping the fence at Mar-a-Lago and they had an AK-47?
What the heck is going on with this?
I didn't hear that story, which is alarming because I'm in the media and it's my own town.
Yeah.
I heard it was kids. Is that true?
Yeah, it was three 15-year-old boys that were seen by police parked in a silver Hyundai around midnight on Friday. They had their daytime running lights on, and the officers came up to them to see what was going on, and they sped away. And the car's headlights were turned off, so they call in. You know, they ain't playing around that area. Palm Beach doesn't play. They especially don't play near the president's headquarters there at Mar-a-Lago. So a second police car is right there in a second. Kids bail from the car, and they try to jump over a wall, and that wall happens to be to Mar-a-Lago. It is right there.
Okay, so they didn't mean to go into Mar-a-Lago. They were just running from the cops.
Yeah, a police spokesperson right now doesn't believe they even knew what they were doing or where they were going. I mean,
Gotcha.
when you say somebody's jumping the wall with an AK-47, you're thinking, okay, somebody's going in there to cause some havoc. They did have a backpack that contained an AK in it, and that's part of the issue, and they're trying to decide whether they're going to try them as adults or not. If they do, that could be a troubling charge. I can't even imagine, but I assume because of the residence that they tried to jump into, that would have an added influence of a federal nature to it.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
That's a definite hot mess they have stepped into.
That is definitely, yeah, teenage trouble. Be like, whoops, if they truly did not know what wall they were climbing. Now, who knows? Maybe they did have some sort of plan and the cops rolled up on it while they're trying to, their little 15-year-old minds are trying to work through it.
Huh.
So I guess that's what they got to sort out now to find out what happened with that. So, yeah, either way, if they're tried as adults, that may not be great for them. The mayor of Los Angeles is really cracking down. We talked about some of the restrictions that they got going on in Miami-Dade, where they're like, hey, we want you to wear a mask in your own house. And I saw even this week, too, they're not playing in Miami-Dade when it comes to basketball. They've closed down the courts again there in Miami Beach, and they even took all the rims off the city parks. And they say you also can't dribble.
No dribbling?
No dribble.
How's your hoops game? I know you were playing with Cannon a lot. Did you guys kind of shut that down, or are you still doing it?
Well, we're having a hard time again finding basketball courts with hoops.
They're taking them down here, too?
Yeah, we used to go to ballpark of the Palm Beaches. That's where we typically go play basketball, and they removed all the hoops there.
Wow.
Yeah, we got a secret hoop spot that we go to a little bit now, which I'm not going to reveal because they'll remove those hoops if they haven't already.
I'm going to start looking at that. I want to see if I notice if a lot of the basketball courts are taking down their hoops.
In these three counties, yeah, they are a lot of them, I think. So, How about this, though? The mayor of Los Angeles says if anybody's caught throwing a large party at their house right now, the city will cut off their water and power.
Dang.
Oh, yeah.
Look, you gotta play ball.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because he's not playing.
These large house parties have essentially become nightclubs in the hills. That is why tonight I am authorizing the city to shut off Los Angeles Department of Water and Power Service in the egregious cases in which houses, businesses, and other venues are hosting unpermitted large gatherings. But by turning off that power, shutting down that water, we feel we can close these places down.
And Mayor Jimenez in Miami's like, shut down power.
well, that's how you probably get people to start listening to you.
Yeah, because, no AC, no water. The party all of a sudden becomes not as fun.
Until they get generators.
You're totally right.
So if you're going to throw a party, you just have to have a generator on hand.
They'll just keep going back and forth.
Yeah, if you're throwing a big party like that, you have enough money for generators.
Yeah. The mayor of Lake Ozark, Missouri, says, those pictures that went viral with tons of people without masks partying here over Memorial Day weekend, what do you think he had to say about that?
Those are old pictures.
No, he said, they're great.
Oh, he loved them?
Yeah, he said, we've never had more travel and tourism. It's a lot bigger than it was last year. So, hey, what you saw, that's us, baby. Welcome to Lake Ozark, Missouri.
Yeah, they don't care. They're loving it.
care.
Nah.
Yeah, he said they've had more visitors this summer than the past two combined. So,
Well, Ozark, it's got a kind of more of a hard reputation now because of the show. You kind of have to act like you don't care.
it's got two things going for you. You're right. The Netflix show, Ozark, and now that. So apparently it's working to their favor. A 6-year-old girl in England bit into a McDonald's chicken McNugget and apparently found a face mask inside.
Is this real, though? I saw the picture.
How does this happen?
I don't know.
Come on.
Let's do it this way. Look, and then you can see how it's compacted into the chicken. It's stuck.
I don't know. She's saying it's compacted into the chicken.
She had the voice of a liar. No, I'm just kidding.
More craziness with fast food continues. A woman in Virginia punched a teenage McDonald's employee in the face because there wasn't any ketchup on her sandwich.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
She gave her the big smack.
Crazy, yeah. She struck the teenage worker right in the face and then took off where the cops arrived and they were looking for her.
Yeah, people get real violent when it comes to their food, man.
Insane.
It is. It's always at a fast. I mean, people go to a fast food restaurant and they expect it to be fast and quick, and when it's not, they lose their minds.
Well, they're going to start putting these workers behind glass like tellers at a bank. If people are, I mean, honestly, bulletproof glass. Look at that BK. I think they caught the people, by the way. They've got everybody at that shooting that happened at the Burger King.
We cannot be shooting our drive-through workers, you morons.
Listen, this is a crazy story, too. A taxi driver in South Korea stabbed a passenger more than 10 times on Monday because the guy wouldn't stop passing gas in the back of the cab.
It sounds like he was using his farts as a weapon.
It was,
But can you stab?
Look, you shouldn't fart on people. I'm a firm believer of that.
You also shouldn't stab people.
I'm a firm believer of that, too. I can be for both.
Is it a fair trade?
I don't think you should be farting on people.
You cut the cheese, I'll cut you.
You can walk away from a fart. You get too many stabs, you ain't walking nowhere.
I'm just saying, if you're in a bus, it depends on how you're doing. But if you're being a fart bully and you're putting your butt on somebody and just blasting, don't be surprised when someone stabs you.
Well, fortunately, the passenger is going to survive, and the driver was arrested for attempted murder because of it.
Fart on people.
I can't believe you're on the side of the stabber.
I'm not on the side of the stabber.
I'm on the side of the farter.
I'm just saying, don't
Of
be...
course you are.
Yeah.
Sometimes
We know your agenda.
You can't help it. What if he had yogurt?
If it's accidental, of course, he doesn't deserve the stabbing. But if you're a fart bully, just don't be shocked.
The cops in a small town in New York caught a, quote, tall leprechaun who was breaking into cars last week.
What?
The description of him from witnesses included orange hair, a green shirt, and plaid pants, so people called him a leprechaun, even though he's about 6 feet tall, and he's been charged with attempted petty larceny.
Just the very nature of the word leprechaun. You can't have a tall leprechaun. Get out of here with that.
Well, this guy meant well. Talk about proposals gone wrong. A guy in England was trying to get his girlfriend's hand in matrimony, and he lit 100 candles to make it all romantic in their apartment, and he caught the place on fire. It's completely destroyed.
Oh,
romantic? No, though. Romantic?
I would definitely not be able to marry that guy.
Okay, yeah, out, huh?
Damn, you're cold, witch.
Like, this douche just burned all my stuff. No, it's a hard no.
Thankfully for him, his girlfriend still said yes.
Well, she's a bigger woman than me. I can't get past it.
And they say the hot new trend in plastic surgery is genital matchmaking, where a couple both get plastic surgery to make their naughty regions more compatible. Huh. That can include making them so that they are like a lock and key.
So if
sometimes the key's too big and sometimes the lock's too small and vice versa.
So if you have long nards, does that mean she's got to get long?
I don't think your nards are what they're looking at, boo.
No, you're missing the lock key
If
part.
I have to explain to you
Can
how
we bring out the reproduction charts again for the bird?
Birds and the Bees 101. Let's get into it.
Back to the drawing board.
You know what I meant.
This is 97.9 WRMF, Palm Beach.
Got a few random questions here for you. Think about this. Would you rather be a ghost or be reincarnated? Now, maybe you don't believe in either, but let's say just for the sake of this game, you do. What would be better, to be a ghost or to be reincarnated? Now, if you walk it through, one, if you're a ghost, it seems like a lot of times maybe they're trapped to an area. And I think it would be discouraging, too, trying to communicate and seeing things and not being able to necessarily be heard or get somebody to really see you. I know from the movie Ghost, that was the issue with Patrick Swayze, is he was trying to communicate and trying to figure out how that he could, let his girl know that he was still there, and Molly, that he was watching.
That guy teaches him the tricks.
Yes.
The weird, creepy guy is like, get off my train.
That guy's crazy.
How'd you do that? Right.
That's a good. I love that part.
Yeah.
I go ghost because you're not always confined to an area. You can roam about.
But you can't travel the world, can you?
You can.
You can.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
I didn't know that.
You can. Yeah.
And can you just fly over the sea? How does that work?
Some. I've never been a ghost.
Or do you just all of a sudden be like, I want to be in London, poof, and you're there?
It's a spiritual adventure for you, but yeah, I think you're able to go where you want to go.
Okay. Now, the thing about being reincarnated is it seems like a lot of times you come back maybe as an animal or something weird, and I just would not want that. I think that being human is where I would want to be. And then on top of it, I think being in America, we take for granted the fact that we're in, if not the best, one of the greatest countries in the world, and you could wind up in a tough place, in a tough situation.
And we are extra lucky because we're in South Florida. We really don't know how great we have it down here.
I'm fully well aware. I thank the good Lord every single day I'm here doing what I do. But you're right. There are 1,000,001 different places that you could be on this planet that are not nearly as good as where we are.
Here's my problem with the reincarnation. I don't want to... If I'm going to be an eagle or whatever in the next life, I want to be able to still remember the moments we had, in this lifetime. We've had some great laughs. We've had some good times together. And that next level or that next life, I want to still be able to remember those moments.
And I don't think that happens.
It doesn't. That's so. Some people believe that's what deja vu is.
Yes, but it's just a quick snapshot, nothing more.
Nothing more. Sometimes you don't even realize what it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think Ghost is the better option here of the two.
You going...
I don't know.
We broke her brain
Yeah,
again.
you did.
I don't know. It's just too much for me.
I was trying to think how I could work a bald eagle joke in about Kevin, but it just didn't hit.
Guy's got beautiful head of hair now. That joke is so 2018.
Late.
2000 late.
Okay, next random question here for you. What is the best TV show theme song from 2000 on? My nomination is the Narcos theme song.
Oh,
Love it.
It's so good.
It's such a. It makes you feel like a badass when it's on.
Sexy, but
Yeah.
it's the forbidden.
Yeah,
it is, and it fits the show perfectly.
That's a good way to describe a forbidden love. It
It's a
catches you up.
You've got a cocktail in your hand and you're making some really bad choices, but you're dangerous and you're sexy.
And feeling bad makes you feel so good.
Okay, yeah.
When that song's playing.
I think I kind of know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for me, this song is the best choice without a doubt, for the best. Do you have a nomination for what you think the best theme song is?
I do. I think Narcos is up there.
Yeah,
I really
can't think
do
of
love
anything
it.
that'll beat Narcos.
Yeah. Some people are texting in saying that they think it is Orange is the New Black. I say that is one.
I like the theme song to Ballers on HBO with The Rock.
I'm trying to think.
It's a rap song. It's got a hype beat behind it.
Is it got dirty words?
Oh, yes, Kevin.
Okay. Well, go ahead then.
Yes.
All right.
It's a jam, though.
Mm-hmm. Somebody said Peaky Blinders is also a good theme. I haven't gotten into that show yet, but I'm just about there with you. Sopranos, 2000? Yeah, that would work, right?
Yeah, they had some overlap.
Yeah, because that definitely went down after that. I remember this theme.
Laptops.
Oh, okay. That's commercial.
Commercials.
Well, we're too cheap to get the paid version.
It's only a minute commercial. Just stand by.
Let me see. Fairly Odd Parents, Phineas and Ferb. All great theme songs from the year 2000
Phineas
and plus.
and Ferb is fun.
Big Bang Theory. That's a good one.
Okay.
It's got the bare naked ladies.
That song's a little much.
Well, sometimes you're a little much. So
It works, right?
you guys are even.
Yeah. Black Sails, True Blood, also getting an honorable mention here from people texting in.
How did True Blood go? I always get True Blood and Sopranos mixed up. They sounded, I want to do bad things to you. That's what it is.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That is a good one.
Okay, so tell me this. What two animals would you like to switch the sound they make?
I feel like it's a Denny's question, first of all. He
Yeah.
knows.
Yeah, if you had like a chicken that would moo or a chicken that would bark.
If Chewy could start mooing, that would be amazing.
Mooey?
Mooey Chewy. Oh, it works so good. It's perfect. Mooey
That
Chewy.
is pretty good. Mooey Chewy.
I love it.
Okay. Any thoughts on that? You can let us know.
I want to switch Denny's shrimp with parrots, those talking parrots.
Oh my gosh. Denny's walks in. Hello, Denny's. How's it going? All of his shrimp.
Shrimpy want a cracker.
That's amazing.
That could be pretty good. All right, any thoughts? 877-979-WRMF. You can always call, text, hit us up at the KVJ Show. Easy to do. People are also talking about it'd be fun if you could switch two animals and the sounds that they make, like bunnies that sound like lions. Didn't they do a commercial with that one time? Bunnies were, I could swear I've seen a commercial with a bunny that, because bunnies don't really make noises, do they? That's the only thing if you switched them.
Wait, how do I make a rabbit?
Make a lot of noise.
Rabbit? No, that's.
Do they say their own name?
It's ribbit. It's a frog.
Yeah, I'm dumb.
Rabbit.
Rabbit.
I didn't get much sleep last night.
Somebody needs that vacation.
I do. I didn't sleep a wink last night because
Rabbit?
she was all laid up. Oh,
Rabbit.
I'm off. I'm real off today.
Boy, kids are scolding you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Virginia actually got some people agreeing with you. Somebody said Virginia is exactly right in Tracy's call.
Yeah,
if
girl.
they think everything's going good, then they don't know that they need to do something different. Never fake it, ladies.
Don't fake it. You only hurt yourself, and that's not what it's about. You don't care about his feelings. You care about you, girls.
So you think that you should tell somebody if they are bad in bed?
Well, you don't have to tell them that they're bad in bed. You have to say, this isn't working for me. Here's how you can help me. It's never make it about him being bad in bed. You should always say, hey, I like this.
What if they say, so am I bad in bed or
Look,
what?
the key-
Do you level with them? Be like, yes, you're terrible in bed.
The key to great sex is everyone's got to drop their ego and everyone's got to be honest about what they like and what they're into and communicate. And Virginia's right. You don't have to be a jerk about this. You can actually make this a fun conversation if it's done right. It's all about approach, baby. Everything in life's about approach.
Yeah, and she needs to tell him that she's tricky.
Yeah.
She knows she's tricky. She's never been able to have happy moments with dudes. So right then and there, he needs
It's
to
not
know.
you, it's me.
Exactly.
Well, I mean,
and then you make him not feel bad.
Totally, and if he should also, he needs to drop his ego a little bit too, because if she's letting him know that, look, dude, no one's ever got me there. It's not you. You should be able to understand that, and that should get him excited. I want to be the first. I want to get you there.
Yeah.
Let's do this thing.
Yeah.
The man likes a challenge.
I think nothing but positive on this situation.
Yeah. People have different tastes. And some of those tastes are very bizarre.
Yes.
They are. People are into some stuff, man.
Yeah. Did you see the latest of the Epstein story saga, Virginia, that's going on?
Yeah, I don't know what to think about that. Are you talking about the Prince Andrew details?
Yes. Okay, all right.
What is this?
I didn't even know where to put that in the dirt, much less try to absorb.
So this is
Okay.
they're saying this is what he was
Is
Tell
into.
me if this isn't one of the weirdest stories that you've heard. And this actually doesn't have to do with Jeffrey Epstein. This has to do with Prince Andrew.
Right.
This is coming from that Virginia, how do you say her last name?
I think it's Guffrey.
Guffrey? Okay.
She's the girl that's local.
She was
the blonde girl,
yeah.
but
Didn't
now
she go to Royal Palm? Now she lives in Australia. Is that the one?
Exactly.
She's the blonde that you see.
Exactly.
So this is from her manuscript, The Billionaire Playboys Club. She talks about Prince Andrew and how he used a lookalike sex doll. So
Made in his own image.
imagine if you had a Jaybird sex doll.
And you bring it out when you're with a girl. Like, you're like, hey, I'm Jaybird. Hey, I'm Jaybird too.
So there'd be two of you. So can you imagine?
So hold on, wait a minute. Is he getting turned on by himself?
He would have himself. There's two of him. And according to what she wrote, she said, all I had to do was pretend to be entertained by their lewd gestures. And when Andrew cut my breast with a doll made in his image, I only giggled away. That's an exact quote. So he would take the doll and have the doll do weird things to the girls, and then they would have to respond, and they're like, ah.
Oh, I love it. I love your doll hand on my bosom. Oh my gosh.
No,
People are into some weird.
little Princey, you're being a little naughty.
People are into weird stuff.
He made a sex doll of himself. Just say that out loud.
Where do you even get that? Like,
Well,
who
if you have Prince Andrew money, you
Custom
can
made.
probably have anything custom made.
Anything custom made. When you're that rich, yeah, you can get any kind of weird thing. The world's your playground.
I've heard some weird stuff. I've never heard of this stuff. Look-alike sex dolls?
So here's my question. Was he getting turned on by his own doll, or was that something he thought the girls were getting turned on?
He would bring it into the whole play of all of it that was going on here. And apparently Ghislaine Maxwell even wanted to take a picture of this bizarre scene. And, maybe this might be, I don't know.
So there's a picture out there of
She would take photos of. That's why I'm like, when we get into this trial, is this something we're going to see? The photos of the Prince Andrew lookalike sex doll?
Wow.
Cupping girls' breasts?
How arrogant do you have to be? That's a Kanye West move.
This is, I'm like, you can't even make this up. Like the far reaches of my mind don't go to this. That's why it's like.
Maybe it's the whole, I am so in love with myself, but I'll never be able to watch myself and this girl in real time in anything other than video. So I'm going to create this doll so I can watch me with her.
Well, I can't.
I think it's got to be more. It's more sexual than that. I think it goes deeper and darker.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
But could you imagine?
I'm sorry for trying to vanilla it up.
Could you imagine if you were with a guy and all of a sudden he pulls out a lookalike of him, and he's like, "Oh, do you mind if I do?" And
and he wants to touch you sexually with its hand.
Would anybody in their right mind be like, "This is great. I'm totally into this"?
Is that a deal breaker
that has
for you?
To be, I mean, unless you are of the highest freaky category, this has to be like, okay, I am completely weirded out. There's no way I can stay in this situation.
Just remember, he's a prince. And so I think a prince can get away with more freaky stuff than a normal guy. And so I think these girls probably put up with it.
And did he have it custom made, or could this have been a line of Prince Andrew's sex dolls and he just bought one of them?
That's a possibility too.
Because he is a prince, somebody could make that.
Yeah. All of it's possible. All of it's weird.
Wow.
So let's say Panda, same situation. He has a doll of himself, and he is serious, and this is your new life, and that's what really, that's what it takes to get him going. Are you still going through with this marriage?
I don't blow up the marriage over it, but I come in here and off the air, I tell you guys, and I'm like, this is terrible.
Nobody believes that. We all know it's going to be on the air.
Yeah.
You won't tell them about it, then you'll blast them.
Right. Somebody in the 407 hit us up, said, yeah, Whitney Cummings has a sex doll that looks just like her. She made it for a comedy special. So I guess you could get these made.
I got to get the Kevin Ralston doll. Oh, my. The fun we could have with that thing.
Okay, follow this. We just put up a KVJ merch store. If we sold a Kevin Ralston doll in the merch store, I guarantee you that they would sell out.
That actually is more weird than a Prince Andrew sex doll.
We'll run the Summer of Rig discount.
Yeah.
They're going to fly off the shelves, Kevin.
We could do a combo with the rig and the pig, get both of you.
I don't like that one.
Wow, crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, people, there's a lot of fetishes out there, Kev.
Somebody texted in and said there's a psychological theory that people have so much money that they don't know what to do with their sexual preference. It's become weirder and weirder because they can do and have anything that they want. So, it just becomes, everything becomes vanilla to them, that they have to
feed the beast.
Yeah, so they have to do all these kind of things to even get them excited because there are no limitations to what they want to have happen.
That's exactly what they say happens with porn addiction. It starts off, oh, hey, regular porn, and then all of a sudden, that's not getting you going. Now you need, that to be in the, now you're just watching all kind of weird stuff. They say it happens, Virginia, too much exposure.
It's just so bizarre. And if there are photos of that, wow.
It said in the story that Ghislaine took a picture of Andrew and the doll, and then there was like a personal assistant that was called over to be in the picture, and that is weird.
That might be something that comes out in the case.
How to make your own sex doll.
Yeah, add that to the list of weird things you've Googled.
How expensive are those things? Like a blow-up doll looks cheap, but are we talking like a rubber doll?
So those dolls, the ones that look creepy, sort of human, but you can still tell they're a doll, you're paying. You're upper hundreds.
Thousands, probably.
Yeah, thousands. They make different kinds of them.
For a Prince, it had nothing.
It's nothing for him. I'm just thinking for the KVJ merch store.
Yeah, I think there's a custom.
Can we buy like a hot body and just put Kevin's head on it?
I'm on the site siliconwives.com, and it looks like we might be able to do this thing.
How much are we talking? You got a price tag on that?
I don't, not yet, but...
don't worry. He's going to do the research.
Okay.
I mean, you have to admit, all kidding aside, a Kevin Ralston sex doll would be hilarious. It'd be amazing.
And it would get more action than me.
Oh, we would all mess with
That's
it.
the biggest problem. I would have to go to my sex doll for all the great stories it's getting.
Want to see what Virginia looks like on camera? And Kevin and Jason? YouTube.com/KVJ Show.
I think you may be proud to have this kid. An 8-year-old boy in South Carolina is getting some national props today. He's going around mowing lawns for first responders and single moms, and he's also helping feed the hungry. The kid is 8. How about that, huh?
Wow.
It's pretty impressive.
All his idea, not at all his parents.
It's all him, huh?
His parents aren't like stage moms trying to go viral.
They're not at all trying to get free trips to Disney. Nope.
Yeah.
Positive K. We just destroy it every time.
The boy even started an organization called Helping Footprint, which collects donations that are then used to buy gift cards for food or to help pay bills for area families. This kid's 8, and he's doing all this all by himself, unprompted by his parents.
Oh, yeah. There's not going to be any kind of conspiracy afterwards that the kid kept the gift cards.
I'm just totally kidding. It's beautiful that this kid is doing this stuff that his parents is making him do.
And then documenting all of it for us to see.
Oh, yeah.
That doesn't matter how old you are, and it doesn't matter how you are, you can still do stuff the way that other people do. People need services when other people won't do it, because it's the right thing to do when people are in need.
I just hope that people see that they can make a difference. You know, he's 8 years old and he's out making the difference.
Nobody helped each other. It means that everything would be in chaos because there wouldn't be anybody helping.
Mm-hmm. And cut. No, Johnny. More sad, more sincere. And action. Let's go.
The kid says he wants to be a Navy SEAL when he grows up because helping others is the right thing to do.
He's not lying.
Can you vote in an 8-year-old for president?
Good for him.
And his parents.
Yes. Smart what they're doing. All right, coming up here, we got some more fake positivity for you and Jaybird's thought for the day. You just can't get enough of it. You got a little bit more before we wrap things up coming up next. We have this thing called the After the Show podcast where we give you 30 minutes more KVJ unfiltered, uncensored. It is on Facebook. You can watch it live just about 10 minutes after 10 o'clock. Plus, it's also on our podcast app. It's the last 30 minutes. We do podcasts that are out all over the place. You can listen to them on Spotify. You can listen to them on the free 97.9 WRMF app, kvjshow.com, and you can hear all that. You can also watch it on YouTube as well on Kvj TV.
Yeah, we get around.
We do, all over the place. So make sure you're checking out the KVJ Show on all the different platforms and places where we are, including your smart speakers at home. You can actually listen to all of our podcasts right there, just asking for the KVJ Show. All right, Jaybird, before we get to that, if you would wrap us up with your thought for the day.
Thank you, Positive K. I think you had a great week on the air.
Oh, thank you.
Great job.
You too.
Virginia, appreciate the effort.
It's very nice.
I'm not here for your score.
I'm just kidding.
You ain't my teacher.
I'm just kidding with you. Okay, here we go. The truth is, everyone is going to hurt you. You just got to find the ones worth suffering for.
Oh, yeah. What?
Looking for some KVJ merchandise and swag? Go to kvjshow.com and click KVJ Gear.